Yeah, I'm fine.
This clip works well with the previous clip, I think. Obviously, the main reason is due to the audio, the dialogue which they use. If you were to watch the film, you'd probably suspect that these two are actually linked together, and you can see that from a trailer. But obviously, as I said before, I mean, it's hard to write for a comedy script, and I really didn't really emphasize what was going on, but I thought it was enough just to make out that something happened which was slightly comical. But yeah, enough of that. I think the camera angles I've used here, I would have said it's actually quite a mid shot, even though you only see her head, but that's only because of where she is in the room. I wasn't too impressed with the lighting and the mise en scène in these. I felt that watching a few other trailers, they've had similar clips. I can't think of one example to use, though I remember seeing a few where they either fall off a bed or something happens which is quite comical about them falling over or something, and the lighting is much clearer. There's a lot of contrasting colours as well. So quite disappointed with how mine is very, I would have said very pink. A lot of plain colour. There's nothing which is really in your face or different about the colours of the room. So I would have said that this doesn't really challenge the conventions of a typical trailer or media product, though it does in the respect that it wasn't meant to be like that. Again, this is one of the things which I think if I had a bit more time, and if I was carry on with the trailer, and if this was in a professional industry and they could work on that, then I think I would have changed the shot, possibly even changed the angle, added a bit more dialogue, and definitely changed the mise en scène and the lighting. But overall, I think that these two clips, with the clip of the "Are you alright?" spoken down the phone, and then her answering, "Yeah, I'm fine," I think they both work well together. They just need a bit more work ethic, just gone in slightly, just if I had a bit more time, just to bring up the quality of the standard of quality there.
Until one day, it all went wrong.
Now this clip, I really do feel uses and even develops the conventions of a typical trailer, and the reason being is I've actually borrowed this idea for my own. We have in the film Love Actually, Hugh Grant again dancing up some stairs to the music in the background. Obviously this is part of the film, and it's a clip which obviously follows on from something which happened in their film, though it obviously looks like he's dancing to the music in the background of the trailer. And I thought this is brilliant. I thought, this is something I can use. It's quite simple. There's not much acting involved, which was good, obviously, because I have amateur actors, and a lot of expression and things are hard to be portrayed compared to a professional actor. I thought that this could work well, and after a few shots, a few minutes of filming, I thought I had something which works, and I mean it's really comical. It kind of can make you laugh depending on the type of person you are, I guess. Once you see it, you think, yeah, this is actually quite good. I can see where they're coming from. But yeah, I think I've definitely followed the conventions here of a trailer. I mean, it's from Love Actually, so and I've posted that trailer on there so you can have a little look and see the similarities there. But then again, I think if I was to change this, it would definitely be the lighting and mise en scène.
I love you.
Following on from what I've just said, that this clip works with the voiceover, "Something's gone wrong," and you see this is where the plot, I think, is a bit of a spoiler, and you see one of my actors saying, "I love you," to Jennifer Reeves. Now, the clips don't match up, so that's, yeah, I mean, it could work either way again. I mean, it's not the same. You can see they're not in the same location, so it's from a different place. Though that could be manipulated to show a different part of the film. We could even have her smiling in the real film after he says "I love you," but I wanted to convey the typical sense of a romantic comedy with something gone wrong. So I chose to have her with a dumbstruck facial expression. I think the setting I've chosen is very typical of a romantic comedy. It uses the conventions, I guess. Nice park, nice location, smart dressed. Pretty much saying, you know, I love you in the nicest way you can. I do think that this again was borrowed, not the actual clip itself, but what follows on from the clip. In a trailer I watched, The Boat That Rocked. In fact, I've actually used this twice in my trailer, a bit further on as well. But what we have is a guy saying something, and then you hear another actor. It jumps to a different cut, a different clip, and the music stops in the background, and you hear him use the words "no," and like almost like a shouting, and "no." And I feel that I tried to copy this in the sense that in a romantic comedy, or in any comedy trailer, what you have is a mixture of audio files, and to jump from one to another you have a small little gap where there's a bit of dialogue which works together with the backing track cut out. You have the dialogue, and then you have a new backing track come in. So yeah, I think that I mean, it's hard to describe what I really went for here without showing you the next clip. So I think we'll move on to the next clip, and as the two work together.